Close your eyes and imagine listening to your favorite song. Think about the way it makes you feel and every single emotion that runs through you while you are listening to it. Now, open your eyes. Regardless of whether it made you feel sad, happy, excited, nervous, it made you feel something. This is the power of music and song. When I sing, I feel like I can take on the world. I feel like I'm untouchable. And I probably won't be the next Beyonce or Taylor Swift, but I still love it. And that's what's great about singing and performing. You don't have to be very good to feel the way I feel when I'm on a stage. You just have to have the courage to stand up there and sing like no one's watching or judging you. Like it's just you doing the thing that you love most. Ray Charles once said that I was born with music inside me. Music was one of my parts, like my ribs, my kidneys, my liver, my heart, like my blood. It was a force already within me when I arrived on the scene. It was a necessity for me. Music has always been like this for me. For as long as I can remember, I've been singing and performing, whether it's been in front of family members or in front of a paying audience. My mom has told me stories about taking me to mommy and me music classes, and even then, when I was about 1, I could follow a beat, and was one of the only babies in that room who could create a song while beating on a plastic drum. Flash forward to 1st grade, I can remember signing up for Brookwood Forest talent show. I was so nervous and scared to be going up against all the big 6th graders because I knew that they were so much better than I was. But I went out onto that gym floor, nodded to the man who was controlling the CD player, waited for my accompaniment to begin, and started to sing. My hands were shaking, but my voice was clear. And when the judges called out my name for the 1st place winner, my mouth dropped, and my body filled with a pride I had never encountered before. However, as the years went on, I found it harder and harder to push myself to perform. I began to feel insecure about my talent, seemingly for no reason. But after a while, I began to question my insecurity. Why was I so doubting of myself? This year, I began searching for the answer to the question that has been stuck in my head, and I realized that I have slowly been giving up on a part of me that has always been there, a part of me that I know will never go away, and I just wanted to figure out why. Recently, I came to the conclusion that because schools do not emphasize, promote, or support performing arts as much as sports, talents such as singing, acting, or playing music cause kids to feel embarrassed or ashamed about their talents. But if schools did a better job promoting artistic expression, say as much as we promote sports, then kids wouldn't feel so ashamed about their talents and would showcase them much more. In a recent interview on CBS Sunday Morning, Oscar winner and renowned actress Sally Fields claimed that she was lucky enough to be a part of an era where they had arts in schools because she doesn't know what would have happened to her without them. However, right now in our society, the arts are not a showcase part of public schools. I emailed different teachers from several of the middle schools in the greater Birmingham area to find out more about their situations. And I learned that most of the schools contain a band and choir and have showcases for both, but do not have a school production. There was only one school in Birmingham that had the opportunity for all kids to participate in not just one, but 2 productions throughout the year. This is something I believe should be changed, not just for the students in band and choir who already have an interest, but for the kids who have never participated in the arts before. Kids are often too scared to get involved because they're worried about their grades or their reputation. Or students like me at times are too scared to take a risk, to jump off the ledge into a great opportunity because they're worried what people might think of them or how much it could change their life. And schools aren't really allowing for these kids to take a risk. And this could be causing a negative effect in the school, like a loss of happiness in the school, loss of passion-based work, a reduction in musicians in the school, and maybe even an increase in students who give up on their dreams. And to counter that, the positives accompanied by the more music and more performing arts classes far outweigh the negatives. Who knows? Maybe if my school and other schools around Birmingham choose to include more performing arts and music classes and really encourage their kids to try being in one, more kids would want to participate. And maybe those kids would grow to love being in them. And maybe they would find a secret hidden talent within themselves that they never knew was in them before. Like they find that they're a really good singer or dancer or musician, and the school would grow as a safe environment and would grow in diversity. Kids might even become closer with their classmates if they're encouraged to participate. So, my original question was, why am I and other kids not performing? And my main answer is because we don't have many opportunities that work for us between school and other extracurricular activities. So, a solution I have is to encourage all schools to incorporate at least 2 theatrical productions into the school year. These could be original ideas, junior Broadway productions, showcases, but these productions should be open to all students and should be really encouraged by the teachers. There could be 1 per semester or 2 in 1 semester or more if desired. And if it's a problem with money, just remember this. You don't need fancy costumes or fancy set to put on a good show. And once the school starts to gain an income, the money can go into the performing arts department and eventually towards other shows. I believe that with this, we can put an end to the stereotypes that have been complained about for decades. We can turn a jock into a dancer, a prom queen into a singing sensation, and a geek into a star. I want to be a part of the generation that makes music a more prominent part in students' lives, and I believe that this is the way to do it. It's been a long time since I won that talent show in 1st grade. I've learned some lessons about who I am and about who my peers are throughout the years. I've gained and lost confidence. Same goes for friends and interests. But the one constant thing in my life has always, and I believe will always, be music. When someone would ask me about my singing, I would usually get all embarrassed and lose a lot of my self-confidence because I didn't believe it was something to be proud of, to be a singer, to be a performer. I am working to change the way I feel about that part of me. But I want you and every other kid who has doubts about their abilities to know that whoever you are and whatever these things mean to you, your talent matters, you matter, and your dream, it matters. So don't let the doubters, the pessimists, or even the other kids in school or your coworkers hold you back from doing what you love, even if it may be looked down upon. Plato once stated that music is a moral law. It gives soul to the universe, wings to the mind, flight to the imagination, and charm and gaiety to life and to everything. Simply stated, the world is better with music, and schools just need more of it. So think about that favorite song again. Remember that feeling you had when I first mentioned it? Well, wouldn't it be great if one day every school in Birmingham, or maybe even the United States, could have a chance where students could get on a stage and experience this feeling? Thank you.